Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and I've got a good one for you today because we're going to talk about something that is a real problem lately that nobody seems to want to talk about, which is the ridiculous bank fees, junk fees, and things that we're getting charged with that are completely criminal in all our lives. Before I get into it, please take a second. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share it with all your friends and colleagues. Don't forget, we've got an email list. You can sign up for the email. We just had one go out yesterday. For those of you on the list, please check your spam filters. Make sure you guys got it. And also the Patreon group. They just got a new message and video sent out to them yesterday as well. So you can sign up for that. We are inundated right now with ridiculous fees and everything that are in our lives. We just were told that Bank of America did this grand thing where they lowered their overdraft fees to $10. And everybody's supposed to celebrate that and think that that's all fantastic. The problem with it is that all the other fees that they have inside Bank of America have gone up exponentially. So there are things that not only Bank of America, but other banks have that are absolutely ridiculous. If you need a cashier's check, there's a $15 fee for that. Now they can waive it based on your balances and things like that, or you can just ask for it. Now, Bank of America, I talked about this a couple weeks ago, is getting sued right now because of the overdraft fees during the health crisis. They were supposed to waive everybody's overdraft fee, and 99% of the people don't know that. So if you had an account and you were charged overdraft fees, you were supposed to get all those refunded to you from Bank of America. And a lot of people got those back. And again, regardless of where you bank at, ask for those fees back if you were charged anything like that. Now, I had a situation where I was buying I told you, got the garage storage units, and I went online, tried to find the storage containers that the guy wanted me to get, and found them at Target. Okay, great. Oh, they're local, I'll order them. And as I'm going to check out, the numbers don't add up, and there was basically about a $10 fee added on to the online pickup. And I'm like, what is this? Now, it wasn't tax, it was just an additional fee. So I looked down, and as I start clicking on it, it then got lowered to $6. And I'm like, wait a second, that's ridiculous. I'm still not gonna pay $6 for them to put these together. I could go pick them up myself. So as I exit, it says, wait a second, if you purchase it now, we'll do it for $1. And I'm like, wait a second, no, this is ridiculous. How many people just buy things online and pay these fees and don't think anything about it? So that got me to think about everything that we're being charged for. Now, with everything that's happening right now, with all of the banking charges, you're seeing charges for different banks. You're seeing transfer fees. To transfer between accounts, they are charging people now. If you get an ACH from certain banks, meaning an electronic payment to you, money's coming to your account, some banks are charging for that. Bank of America, if you get a wire transfer, they charge you $30 a wire transfer now. That is insane, guys. That is a deposit into your account, and they're charging you a fee for that. If you go to send a wire transfer, it's $30 as well. So, when I went to my bank, which is not Bank of America, when I went to my bank and asked them, I needed to send a wire transfer, I said, if you are going to charge me a fee, I want you to get me a cashier's check for everything else in the account. Ha, Dan, don't worry, we won't charge you for a fee. So one thing you have to do is ask that these fees be refunded or you don't get charged for it. But everybody has different financial statuses, okay? Let's just put it that way. Some people have credit cards right now that charge a yearly fee, and some are reasonable, and some are absolutely outrageous to where they're charging people $150 a year to have a credit card. Now, this is not for an American Express card. This is not a high-end card. And, you can have the black card, which I believe the fee is $2,500 to have that card, but all the perks that come with the American Express cards are amazing for some people, and we can talk about that someday. But these fees are outrageous. There are credit cards right now that are charging people $12.50 a month to have the account, to post it. And we're gonna post your account online, so you get charged $12.50 an account. That's outrageous, guys. It's crazy. Now, this investigation, there's a bunch of stories below on how you can combat this and what you can do to defend yourself against this. And the problem with it is that we're seeing this in so many different areas of our lives. When you buy anything, you've got to beware of any additional charges. When you rent a car right now, they're charging fees for people that go out and if you lose the car keys, you can charge $500 to lose the car keys. There was a company in Louisiana that was charging people. They had speed meters on the cars and would charge people if a speeding ticket, basically, if they went over a certain speed when they had the car. People would leave the airport and get to their hotel because they drove like they were, Mario Andretti, and would have hundreds of dollars worth of speeding tickets they found out about when they got to their hotel. That was determined to be illegal. But you're seeing more and more ridiculous things in all of our lives. Going to hotels, resort fees. Ask to have the resort fee waived. Again, the resort fee is the use of the resort. How many times have you just gone to a hotel because you're there for business and you're not there to use the pool, use the gym, use the facilities. You're there to sleep, and they charge you a resort fee. Pass. Ask for that to be refunded. The banks are the worst ones right now because they're charging fees for absolutely everything. And in researching this, I was absolutely flabbergasted by the fees that they're charging for real estate transactions internationally. And we're seeing that places like France right now, there's a fee, a notary fee, N-O-T-A-I-R-E fee, that can go as high as 10% of the purchase price on your house, which is unbelievable for the transfer fees. And again, you have to look at things like this and be aware of things like this in advance. The mayor of Boston was suggesting that there be a 2% tax and transfer fee on all homes purchased in Boston to help the homeless. Okay, that kind of fee would make people homeless. Now, okay, New Zealand has fees based on when you put the money in basically the escrow account and how it can be protected and what you can be charged for, and if you can get the money back. It is outrageous because people can put money into these escrow accounts and basically have the transaction fall apart and lose a majority of that money and never get it back. So again, regardless of where you live, regardless of what you do, and everything about your life, from renting a car, from renting a hotel room, to buying things online, make sure that you're not getting charged these additional fees. I have a friend of mine who uses Constant Contact, which I've used in the past for events and things like that. It's a great program. They just start charging her an additional fee for every ticket she sells for her events. And her events are smaller tickets, like $400, but they're charging her about $12 for this. Now, here's the thing, guys. You go out and you sell 60 tickets, and she adds up the fees, and it's like, this is crazy, Dan, that I'm paying all this money for all these tickets. I'm paying almost $700 for nothing, absolutely nothing. Now, with me, I've had events where I've had sponsorships that were $5,000, $2,500, $7,500, $15,000 that people could buy for a sponsorship for one of my events. Imagine having an extra 3.5% fee, not the credit card fee. This is the fact that it was listed on their website. Well, never would I pay that. And again, it gets to, this is free checking and it's not free checking. This is a free service that you can list your event on, but they're going to charge you per ticket. No, don't do this. And everything that you do, buying materials with the health crisis, there have been places that have charged crime fees. Tell them you're not going to pay it. 1% fee for retail crime in our area. Denver did that. No, pass, okay? Deal with it. Arrest people, convict people, prosecute people, and keep let me keep my 1%. It's insane that they're doing things like this. But these fees are only escalating right now, and there's so many more out there, and it's from travel, it's from everything in your life. But look at it. Now, here's the one thing, a couple stats that I got that were absolutely fascinating is, you notice how they push for you to get online and go get your monthly bill online. Don't get it paper bill sent to you, and you a lot of people do that. 80% of the people don't look at the online transactions. How about that? 80%. That's nuts. Now, there are so many people, and if you read the comments, and if you could read my email, there are people from Citibank, from Chase, who woke up in the last week that found out that their interest rate on their credit cards had doubled. Okay? And if they didn't read the email, they wouldn't have found that out. So again, look online, look at the transactions that you're getting, and look at everything. Do your own financial audit in everything that you purchase, because it is an absolute ripoff, and you're being charged criminally. There are over 3,300 banks that went out of business and closed. And again, you can say just because it's Wells Fargo and they close a branch, yeah, that's going out of business when they close a branch, guys, as far as I'm concerned. The consolidation of our banking is outrageous right now, and we're supposed to act like this is no big deal. It is a big deal. It's a huge deal, and Bank of America is doing it now. All these other banks on the East Coast are doing it, and I went through that about 45 days ago of everybody that's closing down, and it's only getting worse. But the worst offender right now is Wells Fargo. They don't want to deal with people. They don't want you to do a transaction in the branch. They don't want you to speak to anybody. They want you to deal with the ATM, but you can't deal with the ATM with so many different transactions. If you run a business, you can't put thousands of dollars worth of checks in. You can't put thousands of dollars worth of cash in your ATM. You've got to deal with the teller and doing this, and you have to have a business bank for that. So again, have you been victim to these fees? Because I have. And as I look at this, it's just more and more and more and more. Now, sometimes you have to get a credit card because you don't have the best credit, and you've got to get something that's just going to get you by, and you have to pay these ridiculous fees. A lot of these places will get, starter credit cards where, you put, it'll be a fee like you put $200 down and we'll give you a $400 credit line. So basically they keep that fee, and then they charge you monthly, and then they charge you for a yearly fee, which is again outrageous. But if you have no credit and you have to have a credit card, it's the only way to go. So constantly right now, when you deal with everything in business right now and everything with your credit cards, you need to go and do an audit and make sure that you have the maximum credit that you can get right now, whether you use it or not. My suggestion is not to use it, but while they are giving people this money, and again, my friend that had 6 credit card offers, she has 8 now, 8 new offers for credit cards out of the blue in the mail. Do an audit for yourself on your own finances, and make sure that you're aware of everything that you're paying. Also, don't get stuck with just doing these the electronic monthly statements. It's ridiculous because it makes you not aware. They can slip things in much easier with that than if you have to look at the transaction. Plus, question them, call them back. I won't do this. Correct this fee. If you had an overdraft fee as a result of anything during the health crisis, anything, mistake, your own stupidity, they should refund that. So do what you can do to get that money back. And the worst thing they're going to tell you is no. But again, everything that you're buying, from renting a car to purchasing a car, the document fees of signing a car, everything that I'm finding out right now, it is crazy. There are low-end car dealerships right now that are charging people $350 for document fees. That's the contract, guys. Printing the contract, you get a $350 fee, which is a criminal act. Now the car guys are like, they pay it. Well, they pay it because you guys are doing it and they don't pay attention to it. Question everything. You can ask for everything. Get an estimate up front on everything that you do. Don't let the contractor overcharge you. Don't let anybody overcharge you. Don't let them charge you anything that you're not aware of. And if you accept it, so be it, you accept it. But again, the hotels, they're not, cleaning the rooms right now. I want a deal. If you're not going to clean my room, okay, I want a deal for that. Room service charges that they're charging for. Now, okay, you bring me my food, and no, charging for that. Do not pay these fees, question these fees, and once you see it on your bill, ask them what it is and ask them to remove it, and you'll be surprised. Most of the time, they'll do it. It's the 99% of the people that don't ask for it that don't get it. There are so many things in so many different areas that I found, but take a look at all the stories because it's absolutely crazy, and you'll find it to be, you're going to find things in your own life. You go, oh my gosh, I shouldn't pay that. I should ask for that back. And go back and ask for it back. So it's absolutely beautiful. Laguna, kind of hazy out here. My eyes are bothering me really bad, but it's that allergy stuff. Anyways, I used to, I'm allergic to cats. And I used to say I thought it was my mother-in-law, but I found out it was her cat. So, anyways, it's like there's a cat out here. So, that being said, next thing is a lot of people are still having a difficult time with the rent moratorium. And one thing I wanted to tell you guys, if you know of anybody that has gone out and they are having a difficult time with the rent or not paying their rent or anything like that, and they've gone for that rental assistance and they haven't gotten it yet, they need to contact those bureaucratic agencies and work on that as soon as possible, because I just had a subscriber write to me that said that they're going full bore with the eviction to throw her out, and which is very sad because she filed for the rental assistance. Once the holiday is done, she needs to contact them, and I've already told her exactly what to do, because the way that this has worked is that if you file for that rental assistance, or you know of anybody that has, they're supposed to tell these people if they will qualify or not immediately on their application. It looks good, you can get this. If they're going to get denied, they're going to get denied, and they're going to tell them right away that they won't qualify and they shouldn't bother and they should plan on moving. She wasn't told that. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. It's just, it's very precarious right now, and things have changed dramatically, weekly, monthly, and we're going to see some crazy stuff this quarter of this year with everything. But banking right now, internationally, look at the comments that are in the videos. People right now are so upset that banks are closing for long periods of time, a day, half a day, and then they issue press releases. These stories get out. They get printed on videos like this, and then when they get asked about it, it's like you're imagining it. It was such a small area of our banking system that it was no big deal. Well, no, it's a big deal if somebody can't get their money, because they've practiced bank cyber attacks, and you're going to see banks close. You're going to see banks close with your money in it. Now, people are of various financial worth. Let's put it that way. There are people that have to get the prepaid debit cards to use for their banking. We saw horrific things. I saw people that ran cash businesses, small companies that had real problems and got things like Chime. Chime is one of those prepaid places where maybe you would put $2,500 into your account through the course of the month with your business, which is great. Now, some of these people got PPP loans, and they had a large deposit put into their account, larger than normal, like $8,000. There were hundreds of accounts that got seized by Chime. The people to this day have never gotten their money back from those different PPP loans that they got. They were entitled to get, and they were done, finished, overdrawn, overdraft fees, things like that. And again, overdraft fees that escalate a business to where you can have other fees. Now, here's the thing about Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citibank, Chase. They all have this. Let's say your account goes upside down and you get charged fees and you have multiple overdraft fees, then they can escalate the fee number on you and raise the fee and also charge you an extended overdraft fee, which is what happens when people lose bank accounts. 80% of the people lose bank accounts because of excessive fees. Okay? You think, oh, well, they're a degenerate. They just bounce checks and they ran their lives in a manner that was upside down. No. And again, if you read the comments from people, when I talked about PPP loans a year ago, these poor people that got these self-employed PPP loans and got shut down, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible that these people lost everything. But again, do a financial audit. Make sure that you're not paying additional fees. Make sure that Constant Contact's not charging you. Make sure when you buy something from Target or online from any place that you're not paying an additional fee that you don't want to pay. Pick up the phone and talk to them. Now, here's something that's crazy about Wayfair right now. Wayfair has made a decision that if you buy something and you're not happy with it, it's cheaper to let you keep it than to send it back and bring it back to them. So, I know two people that have bought things that were about $70, one was $48. I'll just keep it, we'll send you the new one. And they got to keep both products when they got sent to them. So craziness. Now, the next thing is real estate. A lot of real estate experts are coming out and saying the exact same thing. Get ready, because prices are still going to shoot up for a while, and so are interest rates. And if you are crazy enough to buy a house right now, you're going to be paying more and having a larger mortgage payment right now. Now, again, what is the fascination with I got to get this house now? Okay, I don't get it. I know some rich people, I mean really rich people, that are like, no, I'm just going to sit out right now. And what's the fascination with this? What's the fascination with buying a new car? When you hear that over 80% of the people paid too much for a new car, doesn't that make you question anything? Don't you sit there and go, oh, maybe that's too much for that? Now, here's something that's utterly fascinating, and that Disneyland is going to build a community out in the Palm Desert area, and they're going to have it themed for family, and have houses built around the Disney environment. Okay, that's one thing. But here's something that's absolutely crazy, that this was on a local LA newscast, and I've got the story below for you also, because they've got a news portal for the news station. If you go to Paris and you fly from LA to Paris and you go to the Disneyland in Paris and stay there, it is cheaper than staying at a hotel here in Orange County and going to Disneyland in California. Thousands of dollars cheaper when you add it all up. That's nuts, guys, okay? I haven't been to Paris yet in my lifetime. I don't think I'm gonna go to Paris Disneyland anytime soon, but that's what's nuts right now. It's everything is outrageous, everything is outrageously priced. And again, be the master of your own destiny with all these bank fees and different things in your life. Life insurance fees, transfer fees. There are 401k fees that people are being charged for right now, where people are being charged as much as 28% to access certain parts of their 401k. Who would pay that? Who would not be showing up there furious if you heard that? So do yourself a favor, take a look at all this stuff, share your thoughts on all this stuff. But again, you are the master of your own financial destiny, and look at things. They want you not to notice this stuff. They want you not to notice that your credit card interest is going to shoot up. It affects everything. Car insurance, homeowners insurance, everything. They slip things in just so you don't pay it, or you pay it and you don't think about it. So share your thoughts and all that stuff, because it's criminal and it's wrong, and only you can combat it. Internationally, we are seeing serious problems with inflation. Poland is raising interest rates. You're seeing South Korea do it. You're seeing all these other countries do this to combat the overall problem with inflation right now. The next big problem that we have is the bond prices. And it's anticipated that we're going to start seeing people say, hey, all the interest rate increases have been already built into the market, but you're going to see bond prices spike in the coming weeks and months. The problem with this is the average person is paying so much more for absolutely everything. There's a polar vortex that's going to come across the United States this week, and it's basically like 2/3 of the country is going to be covered with, cold right now. And they're not going to be out enjoying themselves, on a nice day like this. But the problem with this is that everything's going to spike. People, the money that they're spending to heat their houses and to maintain warmth is absolutely outrageous. They anticipated it was going to be $500 a month before winter. Now it looks like it's going to be $750, even more for these people to pay this money. So it's crazy right now on what people are paying just to heat their houses right now. One thing that we're seeing is that gold is spiking right now, and so is silver. If you can get your hands on physical gold and physical silver, I met with a bunch of people in the last few days, got my hands on some. Look at the alternatives, look at the gold and silver mining stocks, look at lithium as an investment too, because that's going to be huge. But again, do what works best for you guys. The other last bastion of criminality and fees that people are paying for are things with ATMs. You're seeing ATMs at the gas stations and different locations that are charging people absolute criminality to get money. I was at a convenience store in the last week. I thought, I'll get $20. And they wanted $8 for the 20, $8 for it. The gas stations are charging up to $25 to get gas right now. my favorite that I've shown you guys this in the past a bunch of times, favorite gas station that charges so much for your to use your credit card. These thieves, here's a video to show you guys what they're doing right now. Now here's our favorite gas station with outrageous credit card prices. And just think premium, guys, $5.49 a gallon. Can I get you guys some gas? Remember, the Congress wants to have a gas holiday, which will save you 19 cents in the federal gallon. So that would only be $5.30 a gallon if you want to use your card. Absolutely criminal, guys. Share your thoughts on this one. Now again, guys, people don't have to go to that gas station if they don't want to, but I admire this. Now his actual credit card fee went down. It was almost $1 last time we checked it, and it's gone down substantially, but it's still a criminal act to go there. The final thing is we are seeing a lot of different businesses close, okay? And the next thing is going to be print publications. Right now, the newsstand business. Remember how great it was to go to the newsstand and look at all the different publications? In Los Angeles, there was a few that were just dynamite. They just seemed like they had every single magazine on the planet. Barnes and Noble used to have that. But now you're seeing In Style magazine, finished. No more print publication. Entertainment Weekly, finished. By the way, Entertainment Weekly said that I wrote with Wit and Style, and I have that still, so I could show you guys that. But anyways, it's sad that you're seeing things like this, because it's nice to have a newspaper. I'm telling you, when I buy a book, guys. I hate reading stuff online. It's personal choice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. These fees, do your own financial audit. Please don't forget, we just sent out, a recent email. Again, if you guys are on the email list, check your spam filter if you didn't get it, because a lot of people, have made suggestions on what they want to see in the coming weeks in the channel. Patreon got a separate video, which is totally awesome. And there's great things happening on the Patreon channel. I have so many announcements coming up that are absolutely huge that I cannot wait to share with you guys. Onward and upward. Please don't forget to the like button. Please don't forget to the subscribe button. Again, join the email list. You're going to find out more stuff. And also, if you want more access to me, sign up for the Patreon channel. I've got a guy in the Patreon channel that reached out that has, I'm telling you, $1 billion business. It's going to revolutionize building, and it's absolutely amazing. And this guy, Bill, has just got something that's really cool, and I cannot wait to help this guy. And, let me know if there's anything I can do for you guys. Onward and upward, guys. It's going to be a very, very interesting few weeks in all of our lives. Good luck to each and every one of you. I will see you very soon.